It was the most important place. Today, it's not. Today, crazy people live here. And farmers. It's very strange. But in the past, it was the most important part of Ireland. And 1,000 years ago, Ireland was incredibly religious. Everybody together, please. Thank you. Let's try again. 1,000 years ago, Ireland was incredibly religious. Most of the people said, and some mommy said, religious, not dentist. And over there is Monasterboice. Monasterboice was a monastery. That's you! It's not the mommy, it's you! I'm sorry, mommy, it was her. Monasterboice was a very, very, very important monastery. Everybody knows what a monastery is? A place where monks live and work. So there was nothing around here, only the monastery. At that time, normal people were very religious, but they couldn't read or write. What does that say? Because he couldn't read or write. So the reading and the writing was done by the priests. Okay. So people from all around the countryside traveled here to listen to the priests. And the priests told them about the Bible and about God and Jesus and everything. But they needed something to show. And books were very expensive. Most of the time the Mass was also outside. Books are not very good in this weather. So the Irish priests used crosses. Very big crosses, 7-meter high crosses, and the crosses had little pictures on them, carved into the stone. Sometimes the crosses were painted, but they are more than 1,000 years old, so the paint is gone. The highest cross in here is the best Celtic cross in the world. 7 meters tall, and in a field. There is no protection around it, so please don't damage it. Watch me. So there are a lot of pictures on the cross. I will explain the pictures when we go in. There are also 2 more crosses. They are also very beautiful, very old and very big, but they're not as big as the big one. There's another thing in here. Mm-hmm. 1,000 years ago, remember? Yeah. More than 1,000 years ago. What? Put her in the center. Can you gather around? You go in front there. And now everybody jump up and down. Okay, that's right. There was a monastery here, but no town. And 1,000 years ago, 1,200 years ago, a monastery was a very important place because it functioned like a bank. If I was very rich, if I was very rich, I needed somewhere safe to put my money, and there were no banks at that time. So people often gave their money to the monks. Also, people gave
You broke it.
I broke it. 1,000-year-old. People also gave the monks money so the monks could live. The monks also had some books, and at that time every book was written by hand, so books were incredibly valuable. So the monks had a lot of money. You are the monk. Excellent. Okay. At the same time, in Norway, hope you know Norway. At the same time in Norway, there was a very handsome man. And he had 4 children. 1 girl and 3 boys. Come on. Come on. Oh no. Come on. Come on. And also a wife. I don't understand how this combination produced this baby. I think something strange happened. You can go back in. So, this man is in Norway, and I'm a farmer. And then I die. Try again. I'm a farmer in Norway, but then one day I die. And when I die, my money gets divided between my children. My daughter is a girl. She is not important. The only thing for her is to find a husband and get married. Dai, Marco. Marco. I have 3 sons. Where are you? Who's my son? Are you my son? Get back out here. I have my oldest son, my youngest son, and this guy. The oldest son receives everything.
Yeah. What's the code?
My oldest son receives everything. The youngest son will often go to work. I'm your father. I'm a man, and I'm dead. The youngest son could often go to work on the land of his sister's husband. Okay. So she's your boss. Yeah. So that leaves this one.
Monastery.
No money, no job.
Religion.
Why?
Religion.
What will you give me?
So he needs something else. He needs a different job. And for people like him, there was one possibility. Well, there were many possibilities, but there was one famous possibility: to become a Viking.
Like Irish?
Okay, so he became a Viking with 5 or 6 of his friends. Come on, come on. Get there. Come on, you have to be shy. You're a Viking. You're a Viking, come on. Get out there. Get there. So they are Vikings. Look at them. They are not so intelligent. The Vikings were usually not professional soldiers. They had a shield, an axe, a helmet, a shirt, a jacket, 1 pair of trousers, 2 pairs of socks, and boots. That was all of their property. That was everything, and they were not professional. So they wanted to attack, rob, and run away as quickly as possible.
No.
Wait. Vikings over here.
Vikings
Vikings over here. Come on, Vikings. And monastery over there. Monastery. And you. Monastery. Come on. So, in Ireland, here is the monastery. And in Norway, the Vikings. So, the Vikings sail to Ireland. Help! What is this? Rowing. Sailing from Norway to Ireland takes 1 week. And sometimes in Ireland it rains. Sometimes. Not always. Did you fall? Yes. So, usually the Vikings arrived at the coast, found a river, sailed up the river. Then they reached a lake or a pool and they jumped out of their boat. And then they ran and they attacked the monastery and they attacked the small towns and they took the money, they took the gold, they took women, and they took everything. Attack, run. Ready?
Yes.
Attack! Where are you going? Back to Norway! To Norway, everybody!
No!
So, usually, they went back to Norway with the money. Are you okay? And the slaves. So, life was very difficult for the people in the monastery. So, they had to build something to defend themselves. And they usually built a tall tower. But the tower doesn't have a door on the ground. The door for the tower is up there. So when the Vikings arrive, all of the monks run into the tower, take the ladder, and close the door. So the Vikings are at the bottom, and the monks are at the top. This continued for hundreds of years until eventually the Irish learned to defend themselves. They started to build walls and they started to pay armies. Do you have my money? So, they now had a kind of professional soldiers. So when the Vikings arrived, Let's do professionals! Barry, are you Italian? Let's try again.
You can do everything with money.
So when the Vikings arrived, oh come! Explain the situation.
Dai una mazzata.
Defend him. Defend him. So, when the Vikings arrived... Yeah, good, excellent. So, the Vikings had to change. They had to change their tactics. They couldn't fight anymore. Now they had to... They had to trade because attacking was no good. So the Vikings started to build small towns all around this area. At first, the Vikings lived in the towns and the Irish lived outside. But very quickly, a Viking man met an Irish woman, and an Irish man met a Viking woman. Another Viking there, come on! An Irish man met a Viking woman. A Viking man met 5 Irish women. And Viking and Irish population mixed together. They became one race. That's the reason today I have brown hair, blonde eyebrows and a red beard. Thank you, Vikings. So, we're going to go over and take a look. There are 5 or 6 important things to see. 3 crosses, specifically the biggest cross, the tower, which is about 1,000 years old and in very good condition. The roof is gone. And remember I told you the door is very high? That was 1,000 years ago. After 1,000 years, the level of the earth has gone up. So today, the door is at the ground. And the tower is maybe 1-2 meters shorter. So imagine the earth is lower.
My bag.
Remember, this is a very important historical site in Ireland, and it's not protected. So you can touch everything, and you can sit on everything. Please don't damage anything.
You can write
And
something.
so on. Let's go.